Okay, here we are back again with more Dragon Age 2, and I've just, last time we, recruited this guy Fenris, who's a very angry ex-slave with, lyrium tattoos all over his body, and who can rip the hearts out of guys' chests if he wants, which is pretty cool, also a little scary, and maybe a little bit sexy at the same time? I don't know. It's a little of everything, I think, at this point. And I think now, probably, like, the next thing we're gonna do is go to the tavern, because I think I need a drink after that. I don't know about you guys, but I think I probably need a drink. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the Hanged Man. I think probably... that Wayward Son, yeah. I don't worry about that. Duty and duty, okay. Alright, I think the Hanged Man is where we need to go next. And you'll see why momentarily. You know, just chilling with my bros. Like, literally one of them is my brother.
You owe us, Isabella.
Uh-oh.
Well, Lucky, I'll tell you what. Since the information you gave me was worth nothing, that's what I'll pay you.
Me and my boys will get our money's worth, bitch.
Oh, it's one of those.
Oh, you poor sweet thing.
Goodness gracious. These are special boys.
Tell me, Lucky, is this worth dying for? I didn't think so.
Well then, aren't you a special one? It's Isabella. Look at that. She got a serious makeover from Dragon Age Origins, as you can probably tell. This is the same Isabella that we meet in the brothel in Dragon Age Origins. But she has definitely gotten a bit of a makeover.
You're new around here, aren't you? Welcome, and keep your wits about you. You're nothing but tits and arse to the men in this place, and they won't hesitate to grab at both.
And how do you know that?
Speaking from experience, are we?
After a few broken fingers here and there, they got the idea. I'm Isabella. Previously Captain Isabella. Sadly, without my ship, the title rings a bit hollow. You're Ferelden, aren't you? You have that look about you. I was in Denerim not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you might be just what I'm looking for to solve a little problem I have.
What, you too?
Can't anyone fix their own lives around here?
Must be something in the water. Someone from my past has been pestering me. I've arranged for a duel. If I win, he leaves me alone. But I don't trust him to play fair. I need someone to watch my back.
Alright, so... someone from your past.
Who's this person you've arranged to meet?
His name is Hader. We worked together back in Antiva. He's never liked me. He's been asking about me all around Kirkwall. Thought I'd get it over with and meet him face to face.
Yeah, okay. Fair. So, a duel, huh?
Why a duel?
I like duels. It's what I do.
She is a duelist.
And if I win, he'll be dead. Problem solved.
So why me to help?
What makes you think I'm right for this?
You saw me talking to Lucky, didn't you? Those boys couldn't manage simple information gathering. I can't trust the riffraff in this place to do anything right. But you're different.
I am? How? In what way am I different? And how do you know after just looking at me? But okay, whatever. What did you ask of Lucky exactly?
You wanted information from Lucky. What was it?
I asked Lucky and his boys to track down something I lost. They failed to do it. It's nothing to worry about, and this is much more important.
Alright, alright.
I think I could manage watching your back.
I'll bet.
Oh, hush, you.
I've arranged to meet Hader in Hightown after dark. I'll meet you there.
Okay. Okay, sure. So yeah, that's Isabella, and I help her out. She might also join my party. We shall see. I guess I might as well talk to Varric while I'm here, and since he has a thingy above his head, so let's do that.
So, I've been dying to know. What was going through your head when you fought that ogre?
Maker, that's big.
For the first few seconds. What do they feed those things?
I don't know anyone else that's even seen one. You're lucky just to be standing here.
Yeah.
Somehow, Hawk, I imagine things won't be dull with you around.
I hope not.
Not that I expect the deep roads to be boring, mind you.
Yeah, right.
Constant threat of doom does tend to keep you awake.
Uh-huh. So, let's get to know you, Varric.
If we'll be working together, I should find out more about you.
You're in luck. I'm always willing to talk about myself to beautiful women.
You
My
flatterer.
family came from Orzammar, noble house Tethras, until my father got caught fixing provings.
Ah.
He and our whole house got exiled. No huge loss. I was born up here. Sunshine suits me just fine.
So what do you do exactly?
Are you a merchant? A mercenary?
I'm a younger son. It's a difficult and dangerous profession. A lot of us die of boredom. Fortunately, being Bartrand's younger brother keeps me on my toes. Maker knows he lacks subtlety. I'm the one who pulls strings to keep the coterie out of our hair. Keep us just a whisker ahead of the other families.
Okay. So let's talk about Bartrand.
Anything in particular I should know about your brother?
To understand Bartrand, you've got to understand the Dwarven Merchants Guild. These are dwarves who would sell their mothers if they thought it'd get them a better share of the lyrium market. Anyone who deals with them has to sleep with a knife under their pillow. In my family, that's Bartrand.
So he's a little bit paranoid, is what you're telling me. So let's talk about the expedition and what we intend to get out of it.
What are your plans for this trip into the deep roads?
Bartrand's running the show. Andraste's ass, he'd probably do that even if we weren't paying for everything. The tide we're looking for is supposed to be a week's travel from the surface. So I hope you aren't scared of the dark.
There's worse
We've got
things.
supplies, muscle, excavators. The plan is to carry out everything that's not nailed down.
So, you're in this for the thrills, huh?
A lot of things can keep you awake, you know. I wouldn't reach for the doom first.
Sure, I could have a cup of tea in the morning, but I hear it's bad for you. I've spent my whole life in Kirkwall.
I love Varric so much.
Dangerous enough most days, but it doesn't compare to the deep roads.
Yeah, it's true.
So, this will be, let's just call it an adventure, I guess.
Alright.
Great. Now we're adventurous.
I like being an adventurer. I also like that Varric likes me. I want Varric to like me. Alright, let's go help Isabella, probably. Varric is a...
So, Elf,
seriously,
that
good, great character.
thing you do with your hand,
I can already tell this isn't going anywhere pleasant.
I bet that makes pickpocketing easier.
I'll try it sometime and find out.
That would be... Hey, you know, Fenris? There's always ways to earn more money, alright? That's pretty good. Alright, let's go meet Isabella for this silly thing here. Let's see what we got here. Bid and rescue, enemies among us. Oh my goodness. It's like you get more and more of these things that sort of pop up as you go. But I try to, especially for purposes of this Let's Play, I kind of want to keep on track, you know? And not just like pick up a bunch of quests and then don't follow through with them. I'm sort of trying to do this in a logical way where I kind of do things sort of one thing at a time to keep a kind of continuity from episode to episode so that, okay, in this episode we're going to recruit this person, and then if we have time maybe I'll start this quest line, you know, and do one quest line in an episode, and then the next episode do another quest line, as opposed to just doing them all kind of piecemeal so that it doesn't make quite as much sense. Because there's a lot of varied story and plot threads going on in Dragon Age 2. It's not really much of a cohesive whole, especially in Act 1, where I mean, really all you're doing is, like, the entire point of Act 1 is that you're kind of picking up odd jobs for people around town, right? It's not so much like you have, like, I have this sort of overarching goal of we have to get enough money to fund this expedition and get this expedition underway. But other than that, it's just sort of like, well, I'll just, you know, help people and see if they pay me for it as I go. So I'm going to try to keep it sort of individual episodes, a little bit self-contained, to like sort of 1 or maybe 2 quest lines, as opposed to just doing things more piecemeal. So hopefully that's how it'll turn out. I'm trying to do it. It's been a while since I've played this game. I don't think I've played Dragon Age 2 since before Dragon Age Inquisition came out, which was like 3 years ago, which was 2014. So it's been a while, but hopefully we'll be able to, my memory will serve me well enough that I can do things in somewhat of a logical order. What I'm doing right now is basically I'm making sure I get everybody recruited that I can at the moment. Once I do that, then I'll work on some of these other quest lines. But I want to make sure I get everybody recruited. Isabella is the last person that I can recruit for my little posse in Act 1. So that's what I'm going to do, is get her on board. And then we'll start doing some other quest lines that are not necessarily recruitment missions. So that's been my sort of, my ethos going into this game, so far at least. So anyway, let's go here and do Fool's Rush In. And help Isabella with her problem, because I am a helper. Helping is what I do. I'm gonna save here too, quick. Here she is. What is happening? Oh my. Somebody spawned over here. Naturally. Alright.
That's enough! Gotcha!
Crap. Alright. No. Oh, good job, Carver. I'm glad, you know, Carver and Fenris, like, they're not as good for being like practical tanks in term, not like Aveline is, but having them both in my party at once is certainly a good way to keep the bad guys off of me and Varric. Anyway, now maybe we can talk to Isabella.
There you are.
Uh-huh. Here I am.
I've been here for hours. Ada hasn't shown up.
Uh-oh, that's a problem.
No one has. I don't like this.
It's a trap.
I don't like this. That's right up there with what could possibly go
Yeah,
wrong.
Varric is so genre savvy.
That's the wench we're looking for.
Oh gosh.
Got her.
We know the minute somebody says wench, things are going bad. Alright, first of all... Ah, she healed. Jerk face. Just smack her face. Smack her in the face. Oh, Isabella's got some good moves there, let me tell ya.
Ada sent them. Search the bodies. I need to find out where he is.
Yep, probably. Okay, let's see. Hader's letter.
Hiding in the chantry and sending thugs to finish me off. Coward. He'll not get away with this. Come on.
Okay, let's go. We're going to the chantry, guys. We're going to the chantry. Seriously, hiding out in the chantry, huh? Of all places. Oh dear. Alright, alright. Sure. Let's keep moving. I guess, since Isabella's still like, alright, let's go, guys! Okay, okay, I'm going. Here we go. I guess we're going in. We're going in, guys.
Isabella, should have known you'd find me here.
Tell your men to burn the letters next time.
Castillon was
pretty
heartbroken
stupid.
when he heard about the shipwreck. You should have let him know you survived.
It must have
Shipwreck, huh?
slipped my mind.
That's right, she said she was no longer a captain.
Where's the relic?
I lost it. Castillon's just going to have to do without.
Lost it? Just like you lost a ship full of valuable cargo?
They weren't cargo, Hader. They were people.
Those
I
slaves were
see.
worth 100 sovereigns a head, and you let them scurry off into the wilds. And now the relic's gone too. Castillon won't be happy to hear that. I promise you.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. I feel like I've just stepped into the middle of a story that's in the process of being told, and I have no idea
Will
what's going
someone
on here.
explain what's going on?
Isabella's been a very bad girl. Ruined a perfect business deal, and then ran away. She didn't tell you?
I told her enough. I said I arranged for a duel, which I did. I also said you wouldn't play fair, which you didn't. We can talk later if you want. Right now, we have other problems.
Yeah, okay. Obviously, Castillon needs to take a bit of a chill pill
Castillon isn't a
here.
very happy person, is he? Maybe he needs a new hobby.
There's only one way to settle this.
Okay. Sure. I mean, that was badass, so I'm not gonna... Alright. That should help.
Go down!
Come on. Stop me! Stop! There we go. I could probably take a health potion, that might help. Oh dear. Sorry, Carver. Sorry, man. Gracious. Uh-oh. Yeah, now Fenris is down. This is a problem.
Let's finish this!
That wasn't very pretty.
Stab first, ask
But-
questions later.
Okay.
Trust me, it's better this way. Castillon
Okay.
won't hear about me from Hader, but he'll find me eventually. I just have to get him the relic. It's simple as that.
So, okay. Tell
Who
me.
is
Tell me
Castillon?
everything.
He's a powerful merchant based in Antiva. I believe he has ties to the Felicissima Armada. I used to
Ooh,
work for
sounds
him.
fancy.
The jobs mostly involved smuggling lyrium, jewels, or the occasional criminal acquaintance. He paid well.
Sounds like, yeah, not a whole lot different from the kind of stuff Hawk did, except not slaves. So Hader
What's this
mentioned
about
human
you
cargo.
freeing slaves?
I was asked to escort Castillon's cargo ship. I got a bad feeling about the job partway through. Boarded the ship to find slaves. Nearly 200. Elves, humans, children even. It was sickening. They paid
Gross.
Castillon
Yeah.
to take them away from the Blight. He took their money and sold them into slavery. Even
Yeah,
I could
that's
see
pretty
that's wrong.
nasty. Yeah, I feel ya. Hawk greatly approves when you release slaves. So, you were shipwrecked,
Did you end up in
huh?
Kirkwall because your ship was destroyed?
There was a storm. The ship ran aground on the reefs near the city. I managed to make it to shore. Most of my men weren't as lucky. Poor sods. I knew some of those men almost 10 years. Ah, balls.
Why
What's
the
so
relic?
interesting about the relic?
I don't really know what it is, except that it's ancient and worth my weight in gold. Castillon has me chasing it down as payback for freeing his slaves. To be honest, I think he just wants me dead. But that would be letting me off easy.
So Lucky tried to
You
find the
hired
relic.
Lucky to track down information on the relic.
That's right. He insisted he knew everything that was going on in Kirkwall. He lied. I bet he doesn't even know everything going on in his pants.
Yep. Well, I mean, I
If
can
getting
help
the relic
you.
gets
Well,
Castillon off your back, then I'll help you retrieve it.
I still don't know where it is, but you'll be the first to know if I hear anything. Anyway, thanks for helping me out with Hader.
I think I'll tag along for a
Anytime.
while. There might be something I could do for you. And I have a room at the Hanged Man if you're looking for company later.
Covered in blood and everything. Yeah, why not? Sure. Okay. Sure. Boop. Okay, good. Isabella needs leveling up. Every basic melee attack the rogue executes in rapid succession increases the chance to score a critical hit. Activating any other talent cancels the effect, but explosive strike can split the chain for extra damage. Up to 10 hits. I see, okay. Confirm that. And less damage. I don't know if I want to do that necessarily. The rogue is obscured and stealth at the same time. The rogue is able to make a single action, like making an attack or using an item while still remaining in stealth. Ambush. Automatic critical when striking from stealth is pretty good. 120% damage versus enemies engaging other allies. That looks good too. Alright, good! So now we have another friend in our party. And actually, is there... That should help. There we go. Okay, Hader's got some stuff here. Alright, good. Attack. Sure. Sure. String of pearls, why not? Extra stamina, that looks alright. The bodice ripper. Much better. Much better. Much better. Not as good. Though actually, I probably should also check Fenris's stuff, because I don't think I've checked Fenris's stuff yet. So, probably back to the Hanged Man, so that I can
Always
change
calling
my
and getting
party
rid of
out.
idiots, especially thugs who target the streets just because it's dark.
Fair enough. That's basically my party member's way of saying, hey, there's a gang you can probably deal with here. I don't think there's anybody here. I'm not sure where. I think I have one more group I need to track down in Hightown. Not entirely sure where they are, though. Clearly not in the Red Lantern District. I'll probably have to go out and come back. But I'm just gonna do a quick run around. Yeah, I think I'll have to probably go out and come back at some point. Let's go to the Hanged Man, because that's a good place to change my party. I'm going to momentarily remove Varric, which is weird, but for the moment it's gonna be happening that way. Yeah, this does a lot more damage than what he had. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Suspicious lady.
The Ferelden, eh? The Fenris said you might help me. Some raider captains are having secret meetings at night in Lowtown. The job's simple. Break up the meeting and kill every one of the bastards.
That's
Anything
not much
else?
to go on.
It's
Yeah.
enough to do the job.
Just
All
tell
right.
me where they are.
All the details are in this letter. If you manage to eavesdrop on the meeting before you kill them, there'll be extra in it for you. I'll be here.
Eyes are really squinty. Maybe you shouldn't. Okay, sure. Isabella.
Maker. I think he's ignoring me now. Hey! Is my coin not good enough for you? Oh, Hawk. Thanks for helping me with that little problem I had. You going to buy me a
course.
drink to celebrate our victory?
You drink the
sure.
swill here.
It's an acquired taste.
Oh, before I forget, you still looking for work? Because I have a friend who needs some help.
Oh,
Is
yeah?
this a friend or a friend? I never let him steer my ship, if that's what you're asking. From what I hear, he doesn't have good control of his rudder. His name's Martin. He has a room right here in the Hanged Man. Tell him I sent you. Now, you going to leave me to my drinking or what?
Okay, okay.
What? You think I'm mate?
In fact, yeah, I don't really have any. I'm gonna take Carver out. I'm gonna replace him with Varric. So I have Isabella, Varric, and Fenris, I think, for this one. The other thing I need to I think about a lot is which quests I do with whom, because there's a lot of like to go talk to Fenris at Daenerys' mansion too. Because there's
You should go with them.
basically I'm trying to I'm trying to game the system. I'm trying to game the system a little bit here. As in the friendship rivalry system. Most of the characters I'll want to I want to do friendship path with, but there's a couple that I want to do rivalry with, and of course the different decisions that you make, as in Dragon Age Origins, affect if you get friendship or rivalry points with different characters depending on the kinds of choices you make. And as in Origins, you know, it's kind of based on their personalities and what their preferences are. So like the obvious ones would be like Anders gives you friendship points when you do things that are supportive of mages and helping mages escape the circle and things like that. Fenris, of course, gets rivalry if you do those things, but he gets friendship if you do things that are like killing slavers and freeing slaves and telling people that slavery is bad, right? He gets friendship for those things. Or for doing things that, if you do things that like support the circle or support the Templars, Fenris likes that. Aveline is like a lawful good person, so she tends to get rivalry points if you're doing illegal things, if you're doing really shady things. But she gets friendship whenever you're sort of an upstanding citizen and you help people out. Varric and Isabella kind of like you to be a little bit underhanded. They sometimes will get friendship if you demand money for things. But they'll often get rivalry points if you do things that are needlessly cruel, because they're not needless. They don't like to be needlessly cruel. Varric especially doesn't like it when you're needlessly cruel to people. So if you're taking, and I mean pretty much everybody gets rivalry points, a lot of rivalry points when you take all of the when you take all of the sort of the red conversation options. But a fair amount of characters will get rivalry points if you take a lot of the purple ones too. Varric and Isabella tend to like it when you take purple conversation options. But Aveline sometimes will be like, maybe not so much. Anders will sometimes be like, maybe not so much. Meryl is kind of back and forth on it. But yeah, that's kind of how it goes. Like blue, you can be pretty much assured most of the companion characters will be okay with those choices, and most of the companion characters will get rivalry points if you take a lot of red ones. The purple ones are kind of in between. It depends on which characters you have with you. So it's kind of iffy sometimes. It's kind of iffy. So I'm going to do, for this one with meeting Martin, Isabella's contact, I'm going to take Isabella, because obviously she knows the guy, Varric, and Fenris. I'm not going to take Aveline, because I want to befriend Aveline.
Where's yours?
Oh dear.
I misplaced it, along with my sense of dwarven pride and my gold-plated noble cast pin.
I thought maybe it fell onto your chest.
Oh!
The broody elf tells a joke.
I don't brood.
Friend, if your brooding were any more impressive, women would swoon as you passed. They'd have broody babies in your honor.
You're a very odd dwarf.
And you thought I was joking about the pin.
Probably did have a gold-plated noble cast pin at some point. So yeah, what was I even saying now? So like this particular quest for Isabella's contact is kind of shady and illegal. Aveline so you get rivalry points with Aveline if you do it with her in your party. I want to befriend Aveline, so I'm going to keep her out of my party for this particular quest line. I think I'm going to talk to the guy and then I'll probably end the episode. Because we're running close to time now.
Hey, who are you?
My, you're jumpy. Look at you, cowering in a corner. What happened to the fearless, dashing raider I used to know?
I'm not a raider anymore, Isabella. I'm just an honest merchant now.
Please, Martin. You wouldn't know honest if I tied you up and spanked you with it.
Ooh, like that
tie
plan.
him up. I'll go find some honesty.
Very funny, Isabella. You said you could find me help. This is the best you could do, eh?
Looks like we're not needed here after all.
Let's not be hasty. I'll take what I can get.
Uh-huh, sure,
I need
okay,
someone
dude.
to help me find out where the raiders have hidden my stolen cargo. This job's as easy as a peg-legged tavern wench.
Oh,
And there's
you
good
didn't
coin
go
in
there.
it to boot.
Oh. good lord. Okay, so... Yeah,
Why would
what's
the
the
raiders
cargo?
want your cargo? Is it valuable?
How should I know why they want it? It's just spices and herbs. Nothing special.
Okay, so
What did the
how'd you
raiders
lose
do
it?
to you?
They closed in on my ship and forced her into the cliffs. My crew and I barely made it out alive. They must have salvaged the cargo when it washed ashore.
Are the raiders a
Raiders.
big problem around here?
They've got some big plan for Kirkwall, or so I've heard. If they're not a problem now, they will be soon.
Why'd you leave
You
the
used
Raiders
to
in
be
the
a
first
raider.
place?
What
Yeah.
happened?
Yes, I was a raider. Back then it was just smuggling and petty thievery. It's changed since that madman Ianto took power around here. Extortion, murder, kidnapping, he does it all. It's just not to my taste. I tried to get out, but he didn't like that. This scar on my neck, he gave it to me.
Ah,
Slit my
nice.
throat and threw me
Oof.
overboard. I tried to start a new life away from this bullshit. And he has his men chase me down and steal my cargo. Bastard.
So you can't
It's
do it
your
yourself.
cargo. You look for it.
Those raiders are still looking for me. I'm not going to draw their attention.
I'll take care of it.
Alright.
You'll need to look around the docks. The crates bear the seal of the Ornesian Port Authority. So you'll know it when you see it.
Really?
You're assuming I know what an Orlesian Port Authority seal looks like.
It's fancy. Just like everything Orlesian. I've had it
Okay.
with the raiders. And this cargo is the key to me getting on the straight and narrow. You're doing me a huge favor here, friend. Thank you. And be careful.
Alrighty. So yeah, Isabella is okay with me helping her friend. She likes it when I help her friend. And she likes it, so yeah, I just sort of have to keep my eye on things and be careful.
I removed another bunch of lowlifes.
Good on you, Sarah Hawk. We friends are indeed friends of yours.
Awesome. Love it. I have like 16 gold and I got a bunch of stuff to sell too now, so that's good. I think I grabbed everything from here. There will be more stuff. So the setting itself doesn't change, but there will be certain points where there will be ellipses in time, you know, where time skips. And then there will be more things to find in later parts of the game. Basically, once you've gone through time skip. So, I think I'll leave it here. As always, if you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Later!